Welcome back to Making a Difference on Buzz TV. I'm Mike White. Joining me today on the program is Brad Thoburn with JTA. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So Leadership Jacksonville, class of 007?
That's right, Licensed to Lead.
Licensed to Lead. Yep. Tell me about what you took out of that program.
Well, LJ is such a great program because you get to develop relationships with people who are in the community that really are interested in having an impact and being leaders in our community. So part of it's the camaraderie around being part of the class, and then part of it's getting to know more about different elements of our community. So you have your area that you work in, but it sort of they take the time to share with you all of the things that impact Jacksonville and how you can be involved in different ways.
What did you walk away most with over the year-long program that you took back to JTA, and a different skill set? Or
well, now when I did it, I was actually at the city, so
okay.
I was running the planning department at that time, and so I think a lot of it is assuming that leadership role and understanding the impact that you can have on the community and being sensitive to that, but then also just being obviously more engaged in the variety of issues that the community faces. I mean, sometimes we get focused on the planning side of land use, transportation impacts, and things like that, but it goes much further than that. And especially in the planning area, because you really do get into other areas like housing, community development, and education, and you start to understand better how those things impact the work that you're in and the breadth of the work that you're in.
Do you seem to stumble upon in your professional life or personal classmates?
I do. You kind of maintain some relationships out there, and there are folks that you run into from time to time, and it's because I'm in a job where you never know who you're going to run into, and it's like I ran into Heather Duncan the other day with AT&T, and it's like or LJ 007, excuse me.
The almost best class ever.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know there's some claims out there, but it is hard to top 007.
So when you're not working, what do you enjoy doing to relax?
I love to play golf. I love spending time with my family. I'm a fan of baseball. I love the Jaguars, of course. So that's always.
That's the football team.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, but I'm from Cleveland originally, so I've always been a big Cleveland Indians fan. And my daughter's getting into softball now, so we do a lot of that kind of family stuff around the things that our kids are involved in, and so I really enjoy those.
What do you like most about Jacksonville as a community?
I think the thing, and this kind of goes back to my time as the planning director, I gained a real appreciation for the diversity of place in Jacksonville. And it's really remarkable. And part of it's the fact that we're consolidated, that it's not just an urban area, but you have suburban, you have the beaches, you have historic districts, you have the preserve, you have rural areas or equestrian communities, all contained within the city limits. You got a little bit of everything for everybody. I mean, if you can't find it in Jacksonville, you can't find it anywhere, because we just, we've got hundreds of miles of riverfront, waterfront property. It's just a great place to live, raise a family, quality of life, cost of living. I just see Jacksonville as a place that it sort of amazes me that people haven't really discovered it, and we're sort of fortunate that we've had steady growth, but we haven't had sort of that explosive growth that you've seen in South Florida and Central Florida. Sort of overwhelmed them, and I think it's allowed us to maintain the character of our community.
So you were part of that urban planning where you would project ahead and look at what our city could look like?
You spent some time doing that. We did some vision plans, but you also spent a lot of time dealing with the regulatory side, where people come in and they want to get changes in land use or zoning, and then you look at the long range, the transportation impacts, and how we need to deal with those things.
Any nonprofits close to your heart?
Obviously, organizations like United Way are so great in the community, and that's we have a great program through JTA that we contribute to United Way through our payroll. I think that I have an affinity for the Community Foundation. It used to be Jacksonville Community Foundation, North Florida Community Foundation of North Florida. My great grandfather actually started the Cleveland Foundation, which was the first of its kind. And the concept behind it is that folks in the community that have the means can sort of come together to influence community issues and address community issues collectively. And it's very focused on the needs of your area. And so that's one that I think, to me, I have an affinity for.
Well, thank you for coming on the program and everything you do for our community. And we appreciate having you here. If someone wants to find out more about JTA, where would you guide them?
Well, our website is www.jtafla.com. We've got some incredible projects we're working on. We're revitalizing or modernizing, expanding the Skyway, introducing autonomous transit vehicles as part of that project, expanding our First Coast Flyer. We also have done a lot of work in terms of upgrading and sort of modernizing our routes, and we've become a sort of a model transportation authority, especially on the transit side. A couple years ago, we were recognized as the most outstanding mid-size system. And a lot of that had to do the work we did with modernizing our system, introducing new technology. So if you go on our website, you can find out more about the things that we're doing.
Thank you all for all you are doing. Thank you for watching The Buzz. We'll see you next time.